Hey guys, it's me. I am back. I've had about a week off from filming and doing anything YouTube really. I think I uploaded my last video either last Saturday or Sunday. Today is Saturday. Yeah, so I'm feeling a bit better. I actually had a catch up with an old friend yesterday, so I'm feeling better in the case that I've socialised with someone who's not a blood relative, which is always a good thing to do. And I've spent most days this week just outside in the sun for like a good portion of the day to try and get some vitamin D, because it's the only kind of day I'm getting. But no, yeah, so the sun's always good for you. I might have a little bit more colour, not on my face, but my feet are very tanned and my hands are a little bit tanned. So I've just been trying to get myself better. I'd spend the days reading out in the sun and it's done me the world of good. So, yes, but that is not why we're here today. Today, we are gathered here for Makeup Mondays, which is going to be slightly different. We're reviewing the Jeffree Star THIRSTY palette. There was a car going past, fuck you. We're reviewing the THIRSTY palette. I'm so excited. I wasn't originally going to get this straight away. I was going to get the, I was going to say Kat Von D, I don't know why. I was going to get the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Vault, but obviously they've delayed that. So by the time that comes out, I'll have been able to save for it. So I thought, let's get this. And I also got two of the lipsticks. I got 818 and Thirst Trap. I also wanted Soft Serve, but I entered his competition for the whole collection, and by the time it was announced and I obviously didn't win, Soft Serve was out of stock. So I'm a bit gutted. I'm hoping it'll come back in stock. It should do. Yeah, I originally with Makeup Mondays wasn't gonna do any reviews on it, like on anything, but I want to get this up as soon as possible, so reviews on with kind of stuff that's new out like this might be on the occasional Makeup Monday, but I'll talk you through everything that I am wearing already on my face. So I'm using the Maybelline Superstay Foundation, the Revolution Concealer and the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer, and then I've obviously set with my Milani Prep Set and Glow. My blush is the Benefit California, my bronzer is the Hoola Benefit, and I've contoured with that as well. My highlight is the Soft X Revolution palette. It's the top two shades on the left. I've mixed them together. My eyebrows are the L'Oreal Brow Pomade, and eyebrow gel is the Gosh Brow Sculpting Fibre Gel. I really like this, by the way. I mean, I've used it for a good few months now. The only thing I wish was different was that the brush was a little bit smaller. And primer, I used the Professional on my nose and chin, and then Hydra Touch everywhere. So I think that's everything. I haven't set my face yet. I'm going to do a little set of my face quickly. Okay, so this is the unit carton. It's kind of like a metallic orange with like a latex look, kind of shiny droplets. That's what I'm thinking of, droplets. And then I'm going to show you the back, because it's kind of meant to look like one of them popsicles that you like has the two sticks in it that you can snap in half, I'm guessing. To me that's what it looks like. But yes, this is the THIRSTY palette. It has like the popsicle kind of style writing, the logo, and again it's also got the same effect as on here, but it's more noticeable on the unit carton because the unit carton's kind of metallic, whereas this is fully matte. I've obviously opened this, so I've taken the sticker off the screen. There was a really thick bit of plastic in there, which I kind of wish I kept, because you could do things like mix makeup on it if you needed to for whatever reason. I don't, but it would have been handy. Now, Divine it's divine. Like, it genuinely is exactly what the name is. It's amazing. Snatch really nice as well. The only thing I noticed when I swatched these is that Filthy Rich is quite chunky because it's a gold but it's got like a silver glitter in it, and when you swatch the silver it's just like a foil almost, whereas with the Filthy Rich it's like a gold foil and then like the glitter, the silver glitter is what's making it chunky from what I can see. But I'm going to do a swatch of all the shimmers when I finish this look, so you can see what they look like. I also like how it's kind of, I've just realised that I haven't been looking at the outside of the shadows, I've just been looking at the shadows, but it's kind of like wood. A friend of mine has also done a review of this palette. I watched it this morning. Her name is Amy Kelly. I'm going to leave her video in the eye here so you can watch that, because she has done a different look to what I want to do. She used the yellow and the blue and the silver as like the main focus of the eye, and she didn't get on with the yellow and the blue so much. But when I saw this palette, I mean, yellows and blues I'm not really too bothered about. It's like these two browns and then the top two rows. These three I'm not bothered about. I'm trying down here. Yeah. These three I'm not bothered about. It's the rest of the palette that's got the majority of my attention. So, because I'm not really going to be reviewing them colours, I'll send you over to her video so that you can see how she got on with them because she used them. I think that's a good way to kind of, you know, for you to get a full review of the different colours. So yeah, let's get into the video finally, after like 5-10 minutes actually of me rambling. I'm going to put my Urban Decay Primer Potion on, and I'll set with Parched, which is just the like kind of cream kind of colour. I like how he just didn't do a white like glucose and he did, you know, it's like, well, it's like a cream colour, so. But I like palettes that have that just base colour that, you know, sets your eyelids. I like to have palettes that have that. Okay, so for transition colour I'm going to go in with Kumquat, which is like an orangey brown kind of. Like more on the orangey side. It's kind of like a brick colour. It's a more orangey transition colour basically. I'm going to pop that like more above the crease. You know exactly where you would put a transition colour basically. But not very far above the crease. Because like I always say, work with your eye shape. If your crease is further down, don't force your crease to be further up, because it doesn't work. The whole point of putting a darker colour in the crease is to, it's like contouring, it's to have definition. And if you put them darker colours and try and make yourself look like you've got a crease where you don't, it doesn't suit your eye shape, and that's when, you know, you ruin the whole eye look. You know? This is just slightly further up so we can blend the colours later. That will be in the crease, so it's seamless. I'm going to go in with like a smaller fluffy brush, and I'm going to go in with Stroke. Oh no. I've just dug my nail into the silver. No, not my baby. It's like my fave colour. Anyway, so going in with Stroke. I forgot to say, Kumquat had no fallout. Stroke also no fallout. So that's what we want, obviously. I'm going to pop that right in the crease. You know what, I'm going to zoom in. I just realised. Normally I zoom in. Honestly, Kumquat and Stroke go so well together. Like the colours just like blend together and look so beautiful. in my opinion. You might not agree, but if you don't really like, I mean, I'm not an orange lover in the slightest. I don't mind it on the eyes because I have brown eyes, so, you know, warm tones look really good on brown eyes. I mean, technically every colour works well on brown eyes. I'm very fortunate. Although realistically, every colour works well on every eye. You know, you do what you want. So I got this yesterday. It had arrived when I came back from catching up with an old friend. And then I had checked my emails, and my friend Dia, she has the Carly Bible BH Cosmetics palette, and I know she really likes it because she uses it a fair amount. And I saw that was £10 off, so it was £12 instead of 22, and I thought, well, she's like the best person at makeup I know. Her and Amy are just like the best. So I thought, well, I've got to get it. So expect a review on that sometime soon. I also got one of the Zoeva crease brushes. It's the same collection as this one I've got. It's like the Rose Gold Volume 2, I want to say. Because I want to collect them brushes at some point, so yeah. Okay, so on a small packing brush, I'm going to take Beach, which is that one. And I'm going to pop that all over the lid. Because why not? Okay. No fallout on that one at all. Like, look how packed that brush is. Look how perfect that pan is. I was about to say bitch, and it wasn't even going to be ironic either. That was just going to be a natural reaction. Oh, I like this colour. This colour gives me a whole lot of life. Don't you love when you get a Snapchat off Team Snapchat? Because no one else wants to Snapchat you. I'm kidding. I Snapchat my friend Babe all, like, literally every day pretty much. She's very happy. Her favourite food ever is garlic bread. And we discovered the other day that there was garlic bread Bitmoji, and she was very happy about that. I realised, I was like, the pigment on this eye is not as good. And then I realised, oh, because I loaded the brush for this eye and did my one tappy thing for this eye, and I was very confused. It's like, well, obviously, if you're not going to do it the same, it ain't going to work the same. More blending on the edges. But, like, the middles have kind of blended together fairly easily, so. And I am leaving it. Normally I would do a darker edge, but I'm going to do a halo eye without even cutting my crease to just show you the power of these shimmers, because my god. I think I'm going to go with the rosy gold colour, which is snatched. It looks kind of purple here, but like it is probably like rose gold. I'm going to I've like scratched the brown now. So that's what it looks like. And I'm going to just take with my finger and place it on the centre. I mean, look at it on my finger. That's just rose gold. Like, it doesn't look rose gold in the pan because of the glitter in it, but when it's on and it turns kind of foily, it's looking good. I'm going to go with whatever's left on the brush just to kind of blend the edges out a bit. I have to say, the other colours, I mean, I've got a little bit of the pink fallout there and in the inner corners, but that's it. Like, it's just these like shimmery colours that's had any fallout. Okay, I'm going to take a very clean fan brush and I'm just going to sweep away. See, it's like, you don't even have to bake. Like, I haven't got any bake underneath my eyes. I've just managed to sweep that away. There's like a little bit of glitter underneath, but there's no colour. I'm just like a little bit shiny. Okay, for under the eyes, I'm gonna take a mix just of. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna take Subtle and run that along the lash line a little bit, just to add like a bit of like definition, but not necessarily to add like a whole lot of colour. Okay, so because all of the shimmer shades are like full on glitter and I've got rose gold on my lid, I'm going to take my Makeup Academy Rose Gold highlighter. This is in Radiant Cashmere. I'm just going to take that on a small brush and pop that on the inner corners of my eye. Okay, for mascara I'm going to use the Benefit Roller Lash because it's my fave. I swear my bottom lashes are longer and more curly than my top lashes, but oh well. Now what I would have done with this look is probably use Soft Serve, but it's sold out. So I'm going to mix the two lipsticks I have together. So I'm going to use 818 and I'm going to pop that. Well, you'll just see what I'm going to do. I'm going to zoom in a tiny bit. I'm going to say this colour is a little streaky, but it's really bright, so I'm kind of not surprised. Yeah, it's like really streaky. I don't know if you can see that. I've never had that with Jeffree Star lipstick before, but I've never had one like this. Is practically like a luminous coral, so I might take a couple of coats to go opaque, which is fair enough. I'm going to take this strap, which is gorgeous. Look at that. That like it matches like the rosy goldness of the eye. I think that's how I'm going to go for it. My lips are really dry. I didn't put lip balm on enough before. I don't know how it's coming up on camera, but my lips are dry AF. I'm not keeping the lips on. Just threw them all over the floor. Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure how it's coming up on camera, but these haven't blended together brilliantly, but that might be because my lips are really dry. I don't know. Okay, so this is the finished look. I would never put a really bright lipstick like this with this eye. I don't think, I mean, it doesn't look, I don't know. Without this on top, it doesn't look too bad. I just think it's not usually what I would go for. But I wanted to probably test out everything and see what everything looked like. So, from what I used with the palette, I really love it. Like, this, like, look how beautifully those colours have, like, blended in each other. It's like a perfect gradient. I look like I have a sunset on my eyes, like I genuinely do. So I think these eyeshadows are really pretty, but like I said, my friend didn't like these colours really, so I mean, blues and yellows are always really hard to make and not kind of have something be a little off about them. So I will try out the colours obviously at some point. But from the colours that I used, I really love this palette. I think part of me kind of still prefers the Blood Sugar palette. But, I mean, there's 3 more shades. But then I didn't have them. Then again, Divine, okay, no, I don't know which palette I prefer. I love them both. And I do really recommend it from the colours that I used. However, my friend Amy didn't really recommend it from the colours she used. So it depends on why you're getting the palette. For me, all but 3 shades, that's 9 shades out of here, were up my street. And the other 3 I would still use experimentally. So for me, it is worth it. However, if you're getting it because it looks like it's a really good yellow eyeshadow or a really good blue eyeshadow that you haven't got, maybe don't. But watch her video first, just in case. Okay, it is the same day. I've had to come back with no makeup on. I've been like out in the sun, so I had to take makeup off because I was sweating away. But I realised I didn't film the swatches of the shimmery shades like I said I would. So I tried just a second ago and they weren't working, and I was like, that's weird. And I thought, I'm just going to wash my hands because I'm probably sweaty and that's probably affecting it. And that was what it was. So these are the shades. If you can see, I don't know if it's going to focus, on this shade you can see the silver glitter in it, Well, I'm hoping you can see that. And that is making it a little chunky, and I would say the same goes for these two, but it's mostly the rose gold and this gold, but they are still fine. But the silver and like burnt orange coppery colour, they're both perfectly smooth. So that is divine, that is filthy rich, that is lick, that is snatched, and that is plunge. So yeah, that silver, I just, oh, it's honestly amazing. Just look, oh my god. Okay, so I might look a little weird right now, because I haven't really got any face makeup on. I've got mascara and brow gel on, and that's about it. Yeah, I decided to play around with the blues and the yellows in my Thirsty palette, and I'm just going to show you. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but I've just dipped into the yellow, and there's quite a lot of fallout there. That is where I dug my brush and accidentally, like the end of it, so that's fine. There's a little bit of fallout with the blue, a lot more fallout with the yellow, and I have been really packing this stuff on. And I mean, the pigment, I'm not gonna lie, it's still a good amount of pigment, but I feel like comparing it to Blood Sugar, the like bright pink in there is really effortlessly pigmented, whereas with these I feel like you have to go for a lot more pigment and I get more effort to get the pigment. But that being said, I would say it's probably on par with the NYX Ultimate Brights palette as far as pigment goes. But again, that's just them two shades so far. I'm going to try Splash and let you know how it goes and see how we do after this. I wasn't going to do this. I was just going to leave the video where I left it. But I just felt like playing with it. And then I thought, after just trying it, I realised my eye looks like the Swedish flag right now almost. If it had the line across there, then it would be. So if you are Swedish, you can recreate your flag with this palette. That's quite cool. Yeah, I'll let you know how I get on with the other colour and when I've finished off the eye. Also, I used Subtle, that colour. I don't know if that showed. I can't see what you're seeing right now. I used that as a transition colour, as you can see on this eye. And I think it works really well with Submerge, the blue. So, yeah. Okay, if I'm looking at the side, it's because my mirror is angled so that I can kind of see what you're seeing right now. I couldn't get the same pigment with the yellow on this side, so I pressed it in. Also, yes, it's like a bigger yellow gap on this eye. I'm not keeping it like this. I didn't want to keep it like this. I probably wouldn't do this kind of thing as an eye look, quite frankly. I'm going to put Filthy Rich on top. I want to see how that looks like with a brush, just to add a bit of shimmer. But I wanted the yellow underneath because I wanted it to be like a yellowy gold, which Filthy Rich is, but do you know what I mean? Yeah, so I also used Splash underneath. I'm admitting it looks very similar to the blue on top, but I think because it's mixed with the yellow, it's making it look greener, so that's what's happening. I've got a little bit of fallout, but honestly not very much in the slightest. But I can see a difference. But the illusion of having the yellow on top is making it look more like this colour, so I'm getting confused. Splash, in my opinion, just from having it on my lower lash line, seems to be a little bit more pigmented than Submerge. But it's on a smaller area, so I can't really say for sure. But I have to say, I'm still liking these colours. I think if they were really pigmented, because I don't wear blues, I don't wear yellow on my eye like ever, I wouldn't wear this out, quite frankly. I mean, I don't think it looks too bad. I'm going to put a little bit of Filthy Rich on with my finger. See, like, I wanted it to be looking like it's a proper yellow gold. I didn't want like a lot on. I don't know if you're seeing very well. It's probably like a really fluttering angle of me right now. I'm just like looking. I don't know what you're seeing. But yeah, looks better with the shimmer on. This side is looking better because it's a bigger surface area of where the yellow is. And also I just kind of used the leftovers on this side, so it didn't quite work out as nicely. But I'm just playing with makeup here. But, I mean, yeah, I still like it. I'm not mad at it. I still like them three colours. They're not as pigmented, I will admit. Especially as the other brights, like in this palette and in the Blood Sugar palette. I think the Blood Sugar palette seems to be better pigment-wise. Which is strange because I think this is a reformulated matte formula. I'm not completely sure. I know the shimmers are. I think I've hit the mattes are. Don't take it when I say it's gospel, I'm not sure. But yeah, now you've got a full review. So that's it for this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. That would be great. And I'll see you next time. Bye!